So the next strategy we're going to have a look at that aims to reduce the total interest that you're accruing over the term of a loan is to actually reduce the term of the loan itself. So when we talk about reducing the term of the loan, that's how long we're taking to repay that loan. Now, it's effectively this strategy works very similar to an earlier strategy that we did look at because when you're going to pay off a loan quicker, you're effectively going to result in having to pay more every single payment. So that's sort of how this strategy ends up working, is you're effectively making larger repayments, but you're doing it by reducing the term of the loan rather than looking at what if I can afford this. So let's have a look at, what significant differences there are when we start reducing the term of the loan. So we're just going to, for the sake of this, compare paying off our same loan that we had before of $415,000. We're going to have a look at how much it was over 25 years, have a look at how much it was over 20 years, and then compare the difference. So here, the first one's 25 years. So we need the minimum monthly repayments. So our N here is going to be 25 by 12. Interest rate is 6.39%. Present value, we're taking it from the bank, so it's got to be positive. So for 15,000. PMT is what we're after. Future value is 0. P, Y, and CY at the moment are both 12. So it gives a PMT that's approximately equal to negative. Let me change that to 12. $2,773.65. So therefore min monthly repayments are $2,773.60. We should probably say 66 cents, round that up. Just so we're ensuring that we're repaying the entirety of the loan. So now let's do the same here for the 20 years. And like I said, the effect that this is going to have is it's going to effectively change how much your minimum monthly repayments are. It's going to increase it because you're going to have to reduce the loan quicker, like to pay it off quicker, which is also effectively how this works. You're reducing the principal significantly quicker. And obviously, compound interest works on what the current principal is at the time it compounds. So if you reduce that quicker, it effectively means that the interest is not going to be as much every time it compounds. So that's how this strategy works. So let's go ahead and get this PMT. 20 by 12. So this one, you can see that it does increase. Depending on your financial situations, this could be rather significant, this increase. And you also have to be very aware when you're taking out loans and things like that, that interest rates can change and things like that. So if you're only taking out a loan to be over a 20-year period, you've got to still be ensuring that you're able to pay that off if interest rates were to go up. So that's just something that you've just got to be aware of. But you can see here the minimum monthly repayments, if you're paying over 20 years, is $3,067.32. So the monthly repayments have gone up by nearly $300. So that's something to note there. So now we look at how much interest is actually saved, and you'll find that the savings of this interest is quite significant. So let's have a look at this. We'll break it down again. So original interest, as I said, you can do this as one big long calculation, but for the sake of keeping it easy to follow, we'll just break it into the smaller calculations just at present. By 25 by 12. So 2,773.66 25 by 12. Oh yeah, we're doing the interest, so I've got to subtract away my 415,000. Pretty sure I've done that every single video so far. So that'll be $417,098. By the way, you could do this just instead of doing the interest. I like to play with interest. It just adds this onto the end though. You can do total cost instead and do a comparison of total cost. It works the same. And depending on what the question's actually after, you might need to look at costs. Sometimes you might need to look at interest, so that's something just to be aware of. So now we need the new interest, is what we'll call this, which is $3,067.32. You're making it 20 years worth, 12 times. Let's minus our 415. These should all be approximate because I rounded my PMTs earlier. So 3,067.32. So this one ends up at 321,156.80. So interest saved will be the difference between these, which is going to be 417,098 subtract 321,156.80. So therefore interest saved is going to be approximately $95,941.20. So you can see here that, reducing the term of the loan has a significant effect on the interest, but also has a significant effect on the minimum monthly repayments. And sometimes loans will allow you to make larger repayments to be able to effectively do this. Sometimes you might have to make the decision about how long your loan's going to be before you start. It's all things that you have to weigh up, but you've got to look at the flexibility of the loan itself, and it effectively works the same as making larger repayments, but it's more thinking about it in a different way and saying that we're going to pay off the loan quicker rather than we're just going to make extra repayments. So you've got to look at the loan structure about whether or not this allows you to do so, but that is how reducing the term of the loan saves you interest.